My name's Alex. Wanted to just explain a little bit on what I'm doing. Know that some people are probably a little interested. A lot of people do it on 12 valves where they'll put a 6.0 turbo on it. A couple people have made videos on it. I want to explain how I'm doing mine. As you can see, I have a 6.0 turbo on my 95 Ford F250. A little rundown on just the build. It's a dynamic diesel stage 2 engine with ceramic coated pistons that are fly cut with a stage 2 cam, head studs with just stage 1.5 injectors. Otherwise, basically pretty stock. Have a 6.0 turbo. It's out of an '06 that I then did a 10 blade conversion on. I plan on machining down the silencer ring on that to make it more of a '03 turbo. I'm gonna make my own pedestal, as well as I have 6.0 up pipes as well as 7.3 up pipes that I plan on fabricating onto this, and then I'm gonna be intercooling it. So if you have any questions or want to know how I'm doing this or anything, please feel free to stay tuned. Plan on making a full tutorial video on how I did it, as how I'm making the VGT work correctly. How's it going? Just wanted to post another video since it's been a little bit. Just about have it all dialed in and finished, other than I haven't finished the controller yet, or the air filter, but everything else is just about done. So wanted to show how I all did it all. I'll have some better pictures of everything, since it's kind of hard to see the up pipes and everything that I built. But to show you that it's all installed and everything, I did indeed have to make the firewall be pushed back a little bit. So I used a hammer and some heat, but made sure that there were no wires that would get damaged back there. But otherwise, I used the factory plenum on each side, and then just the factory tube. And then I just used 3-inch to run full 3-inch piping all the way to a 7.3 Power Stroke intercooler. So for the turbo, as you can see, I just used a normal feed you can find on Amazon and stuff. And then I also custom made a pedestal, which you can kind of see there of how it sits. And I'll have a picture of that a little bit better on the pedestal. But it mounts in the factory location. You just block off one of the drain, and then I drained it to where you would put your factory OEM lift pump, which I'm running e-fuel on this, so it didn't really matter to me. I had a hard time getting it to seal pretty well, so I ended up just using JB Weld, so hopefully I don't have to remove that or anything. And then I used the factory 6.0 Power Stroke drain and welded a little bracket so it'd hold up. So that's also what holds the bracket. And then let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. You can see the up pipes. So the top of the up pipes are all 6.0 Power Stroke up pipes, and then they meet about halfway down, and I got bellows, and those are all the 7.3 bellows. Again, I just use Amazon special stainless steel up pipes for both, and then TIG welded them all together, which you're gonna have some better photos. And then for the turbo side of everything, it is a 2003 6.0 Power Stroke turbo. And then for the vanes, again, it's just power and ground. And then in the cab, I'll show you kind of how that works for now. It will be controlled boost actuated, but haven't had time to really dial everything in to figure out all that. So hopefully I'll make another video on how I build the actual actuator, but I'll show you how I'm making it work for now. So for right now, here's what I'm using. This is a PWM, which is considered a pulse width modulated. So right here is basically a potentiometer. So you have power in and power out, and then you just have an on and off switch. And what that does is, if you move this little arm, this is all the way off, and then you're going to modulate how much voltage goes to that solenoid. So you can control how much of the vanes are going to work. Basically, that's how the duty cycle works. So factory, I want to say it's like 75 to 0 or so, or 80 to 25. I can't remember off the top of my head. So the basic plan to get it to work with Boost is I would have a wastegate that would hook on to this, and then I would build a bracket. It would actually be going this way, and so as we build Boost, so let's say it hits 5-10 pounds of Boost, it'll then move this as a flap, so it'll move back and forth, and it'll control how many actual voltage is going to the VGT vanes. So whenever I have some more time, I'll finish designing all that, and I'll show another video about it.